Start that bad boy up. What's going on? Good morning to YouTube. Good morning, Bullishbrs community. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are excited for a great trading day. I know I am. Especially because we are in this 4-hour demand zone on ES down here. So I'm going to show you guys that 4-hour zone. So it's going to be right here. We have our basing, we have our impulse move away, and some continuation. And this area sort of worked as our low of our range. Now we do have another demand zone right under it that's also a 4-hour that also had the impulse move and continuation. Now we haven't tested this demand zone just yet. So, you know, there is a chance we might want to push through this one first and then reject at that one and move higher. But until we break that, I'm going to be looking at this zone, this 4-hour at 59.17. So we're going to go to the 30-minute time frame and just see if we see anything else in this area. Well, I do see that we had this 30-minute demand zone in this 4-hour demand zone right here. And it looks like we can mark that out. Looks like we're starting to try to hold that, right? This is this blue area here. So I'm not going to add too many rectangles to my screen because I don't want to clutter up our chart. We want to keep a clean, smooth chart for ourselves. So this is what I'm looking at right now on ES, right? We're going to mark it out, get rid of some old key levels and whatnot. This is 1 now. This will be our first zone we're looking at. This broken demand zone, it was broken yesterday and last night, so I'd like to see if it could work as resistance. Let's see. So this is area 2. So let's go 2 on this one. And this would be 3, right? So sort of 1, 2, 3 going the other way, but it's upside down, it's backwards like that because my high priority zone I'm looking for today is this one down here. So we're gonna copy image, we're gonna take a quick look at this, and again, it's always helpful to look at like a 30-minute time frame and look to the left, right? Look at the previous few trading days. Are we within a range? Are we not? Let's see. So it looks like we've been in a range, but we've been making higher highs and higher lows. So we're not really in a range, we've been trending higher. So the past day, look at this was Monday's price action, we had a strong trend higher. Tuesday we chopped and tried to move lower. Now today I'm looking for this manipulation lower before a reversal back higher because we're in a higher time frame demand zone right now. So I'd really like to see if some longs could hold up somewhere here in the ES. Let me just jot that down for us in our watch list. We'll do our quick write-up. So ES, and I'll show you guys what I mean by a quick write-up, right? Now you put this in the watch list tab. Yesterday we were talking about the ES. We were currently on a green streak for 5 trading days. It was actually 6. I was wrong on that. But it snapped that green streak yesterday, right? And I want to point something out too, guys. And this is where our psyche plays a big role in trading, right? Now, a lot of people, retail-wise, might be looking and saying, oh, okay, look, we're finally losing momentum, we're basing out up here, we're going to sell off, we're going to pull back, it's going to be a real strong sell-off today. Yesterday was red, we're topping, we're selling off, we're in a bear market again. But that's not the case right now, guys. If we're looking at this current chart, we're making new highs, we're making higher lows. Yes, we haven't been to those all-time highs yet, but we're really not that far away from it. We're only about, if we use our ruler tool, from this point we're at right now, we're only about 5%, less than 6% away from all-time highs. So with that being said, I don't want to be jumping the gun trying to go short just because we're pulling back, especially because we're in a demand zone. Because we're in a demand zone is why I would want to look for longs. So that's what I'm looking for today. ES, S&P 500. And guys, I'll probably do like a video review on the ES, the NASDAQ again. I'm trying to do those. I think maybe I'll do them once a week, once every other week. We'll see. Yo, what's going on, Colin? I see you in here. Hello. I saw you messaged the Bullishbrs Instagram. I got to get into that. I do apologize. Between that one and my personal one and getting the videos out there, very busy on there lately. Damn, man, these guys gotta finish up. Alright, guys, so daily time frame, real quick. I do want to mark out previous day high, previous day low. Let's see, previous day low is going to be over here. Previous day low lines right with the key level, too, by the way. Like exactly with it. So we're gonna mark it out, PDL. And just comes down to that lower time frame one more time. And look at all these key levels now holding up right here. So if by chance we don't want to come back to this demand zone when the New York session opens and we're able to scale above this key level, I might look to see if this is a 30-minute order block right here. So if this breaks, we could look for a retest off that order block to go long and target that supply zone then, right? So it's all about letting the market sort of come to us and develop a little bit so we can get an idea and a good trade entry and plan. But right now, this is what I'd like to see. That we have a 15-minute order block that formed in this 4-hour demand zone. I'd like to see the New York session open somewhere above the demand zone, push into it, find some long entries, and try to hold that for the day. Might get a nice trend today. That's what we'll be looking for. Alright, so back to the screenshot and what we're looking at, and that's right, zone 1, 2, and 3. So how are we trading these zones? Well, zone number 2 is going to be an area of interest, right? Because this is a broken demand zone, and it worked very well as support yesterday. So today I might look to see if it wants to work as resistance. So the S&P 500 broke its 6-day green streak yesterday by closing red. However, today we are currently trading near a 4-hour demand zone near the low of a previous day's range period. I'd like to see if buyers can hold this demand zone and bring us higher for a bullish trend day to bring us back near that 5,980 level. And that's what I'm looking at, right? Just a quick briefing, what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at it. That's just the S&P 500. That's just sort of a brief overview. I didn't even cover the exact zones yet. But letting myself do something like this, cover the gist of the market without having a hard bias on it, will then let me find a proper setup, proper zones, and be patient for a reaction. We could move the open price. So our open price today is no longer up here. It is now down here. And that's another key level that we could use in our trading, right? So that's our open price right in this broken demand zone. Okay, well, I know that this was support. Today I'm looking for it to be resistance. However, just like any supply and demand zone, if we do want to break it, if we want to say move up higher, and we break it, and we leave that low volume shelf there, I might look for a retest and a push higher and use that as my long entry. Yo, good morning, Fairchild. Good morning, good morning. Alright, so that's what I'm looking for on the ES. I'll bring this back over here for a second. So the S&P broke its 6-day green streak by closing red. We're near a 4-hour demand zone. Awesome, great. So, right, so zone 1, 4-hour demand. Looking for buyers to hold this area, and that area is a pretty wide area. It's between, let's see, if we click it, it'll tell us on the right hand side over here, 58.92 to 59.17. 58.92, so 58.92, 59.17. So again, a very big zone. This is a 25-point zone. It's big. We're not gonna have a 25-point stop loss on the ES, but it's just an area that I wouldn't really look to go short in this demand zone, right? There's no chance I'm looking for shorts in this demand zone. Zone 2. This is the broken demand zone. This was a demand zone that held as support yesterday in the morning, yesterday in the AM. So I will look for resistance if we push back into it, or a break and retest if we get back above it. And then what do we got? Zone 3. Zone 3 is our supply zone. Zone 3, our supply zone this will be my target today. My target for longs. If we get strong relative volume and equities remain strong and equities remain bullish, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, things of that nature. Amazon, the large cap stocks we all look for. So there's our write-up. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's ES. This is what we're looking for on ES. Right now, we are getting the retest of the fair value gap. It could possibly be giving us our entry here. We could look at our volume profile, and we already have it linked from yesterday. This is yesterday's open. And we see that we have very low volume down here, right? And this is something I've been covering the past few sessions with some one-on-one mentorships. Whenever we have this low volume like that, that means that there's not much interest in these price levels. Therefore, there's a better chance we want to reverse from those extremes. Plus, we have our P shape definitely looking bullish, right? P shape would be low volume up here, and it looks like a P on top. So I'm looking bullish on that. Now I'm also going to extend this volume profile to today's open at 6 o'clock because I want to see how it looks today. And it seems like it's just like a D-shape pattern, right? There's only one little low volume node, but it's not even that strong. It's just one. I wouldn't really be looking for any trades based off of this volume profile right now because it's range bound and it's that D-shape. Let's see, we can look at the 45-minute. And that'll give us that previous week, right? Now, because it's giving us the previous week, I don't really need that previous week's information anymore. Only thing I do notice with the previous week's information is we had this low volume shelf 5880, right? So that would require us to push lower towards about 36 points to the downside. Again, I would still look for longs. If we were able to push down here, find some support, I would not look for shorts. I'd look to see if we were sweeping this like 58, 92, 75 low, hold that demand, then reverse. Because at this point, once we break this demand zone, anybody who's not aware of this one over here, they're going to try shorts just because of the fact that we're breaking it. Unaware to them that we had a demand zone plus a low volume shelf there that the market wants to try to rebalance itself. But for now, what I was going to do was I was going to drag our volume profile. Let's see. And I'm going to drag it to this week's Sunday. Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's when markets open, futures markets open. And same situation, right? Low volume down here. So I'd be looking for some longs, maybe even around 5,900. Right now, we are holding that demand zone, though. We just retested it. We might hold it before market opens. We might not get that entry. So this is ES. We can take a look at the NASDAQ as well. Give me just a half a second. Alright, give me half a second. I'm just making a quick little post right here. Alright, great. So this is ES. Let's take a look at NASDAQ, see if NASDAQ has any zones or levels of interest that we should be aware of. Right, it's sort of been chopping its way lower on NASDAQ. NASDAQ hasn't hit this 30-minute demand. Now, it's more than a 30-minute. I do believe it's a 4-hour as well. And nope, not a 4-hour, 3-hour. Okay, so the 3-hour, though, starts even lower down here. So I'm going to keep this 30 marked out, but I'm going to draw a trend line right here. And I am going to mark this one out. I'm going to keep it white so it sticks out for me, but I'm going to call it 3H because this is now our 3-hour demand price level down there. 3-hour. There's a 2-hour there as well, which is a little bit above it, so we can maybe move it up a little and call it a 2H. But regardless, I'm just looking for this key level, this demand zone down here to hold on NASDAQ. We might not come back to it. We could go over our previous price levels and everything too. Let's see. All right. Okay, so NASDAQ we'll start with the daily, mark out the previous day's highs and lows, high and previous day low. Now another thing we could do is we could mark out this daily low over here and say, okay, well if buyers are able to hold this low, then I'm not looking for shorts, right? Because if we're really looking for a bear trend, we're going to be able to take out some of these major levels. Yo, what's up, Johnny? Good morning, good morning. I just went to check my watch and it's not on my wrist, therefore I will not be checking my watch. Alright, 6 hour, let's see. A little bit, it looks like a 6 hour demand zone right here, right? But I already have a 30 marked out, so we could see if there's a 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, right? We just did this with the NASDAQ. Short-term memory right there. I wouldn't like it on the 4 hour, guys, because the 4 hour has too wide of a body right here. If we did have it marked out, it would be holding it at the moment. We can mark it out just to see how it looks. And now on this point, right, so what I would do at this point is I would just mark out this 15-minute order block. And this would be my next area of interest on NASDAQ. And now look at our volume profile, too. Now, this is yesterday's volume. Oh, no, this is... yeah, yesterday's, which is Tuesday, and then today's Wednesday. So this is yesterday's and this morning so far. Very low volume down here. Not much interest in price going lower right now. We're going to move this up and make this our daily volume profile by moving it to the 6 p.m. Eastern candle. That's when the New York session, the futures session opens. Get rid of this key level. Get rid of this. And let's see. This is our previous day low price level. This is our volume area high and low. And let's check that 45-minute time frame and do what we did on ES, where we dragged it from last week, because it's Wednesday, and this is what I do for Wednesdays. I like to drag that last week and make it this week's weekly volume profile, because I don't really like using the weekly volume profile, because Monday, if you're using the weekly volume profile, you might as well just be using the daily, because Monday's the first day of the week. Tuesday, you're really only getting Monday and Tuesday's information. So I guess you know what it is. If we started trending on Monday, then I would use it a fresh one on Tuesday. But if we were range bound on Monday and Tuesday, it's just going to give me that D shape, and I'm much more interested in seeing where there might be an imbalance from last week. So we're moving this to this 45-minute, moving it to Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. And here we go, and again, lower volume near this demand zone. It started to pick up a little bit, but that might be holding, so we'll see. 15-minute, didn't give us much information either, other than possibly buying the lows because of the low volume. Let's see. YouTube guys, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know if you guys are taking any trades or what you're looking at today. We could take a look at, let me just see. Gold and oil are good. Gold. So let's go over gold and oil. See what gold and oil are doing. Gold has been, it's been interesting. Didn't it rally recently? Yeah, it rallied over here. I have this gray zone up here, and I'll see what that is. We'll mark it out. Previous day high, previous day low. Now something right away that I note is that we were taking out previous day high, closed green, took out previous day high. So the odds, what I would like to see is if we could close green on gold, but I want to see what this zone is right now, because at the moment it's working as resistance. Put gold on bookmap over here, so if we see any price levels of interest. So 4 hour, I have a 4 hour demand zone right here at the low of that previous day. Go do demand zone, 4 hour. Now we have this broken supply zone. This worked really well as resistance. So I'd want to see it work as support, but I could check the lower time frame and see if it was support already. It hasn't been, so that sort of gives me the idea that we might want to sell off and at least push near 32.70 on oil. I do really want to see what this big zone is up here. This was a gap. Look at that, guys. That was a gap on gold from the Friday close to Sunday open. So that's why I have that area marked out. 15-minute. See if we have any demand zones, areas of interest, anything. Not seeing much to the downside, not seeing much to the upside on the 15, so we'll go to the 30. We have a small demand zone right here that we'll mark out, just so we have something. And then this supply zone was broken and retested already, so gold is too much of a wish-wash for me, in my opinion, right? We're building a lot of areas of support. This broken supply, I would want to see it come down and work as support. This broken supply, it already did work and hit as support, but that doesn't mean I would want to short it as soon as we get into it again. That would tell me that, hey, there's a good chance maybe this is some sell-side liquidity. We want to sweep it and reverse again, because over here, we swept this low and we reversed. So let's see if we want to sweep that low and reverse. So that's what I'll look for. I'll get rid of this 30-minute demand. I'm not interested in that anymore. 45-minute. Right now, what I'd be looking for is a supply zone. 91 hour, 2 hour. Not really seeing much on gold. We're going to leave gold alone, and maybe we'll circle back to gold in like a half an hour to an hour. See if it's giving us anything. Right now, we got a little bit of a low volume shelf up here between 306 and, 3306, 3308. That's going to be right over here. That's in this fair value gap. 33, where'd we say? 06. Right up in here, we have that low volume. So we could see how we want to react to it. I'm looking back on Bookmap to see if there was an area of support there, and I'm not really seeing an area of support either. And it's pretty 50-50 when I'm looking at that session volume delta. We have a lot of red, we have a lot of green. So gold's sort of a no trade zone for me. It did just hit that low volume shelf and rejected pretty quick. This could be a possible trade on gold. I am not taking this one. Maybe. If I'm bullish on ES and NQ. Nah, I'm not confident in it. When we're not confident in something, that means we probably don't have the higher probabilities, which means we should not be taking it. So let's check oil, see what oil's doing. Oil back above 62.83. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that spike overnight. Ooh. Oil. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oil over $60. Oil over 70. Yo, I love oil over 70, man. You could get real clean entries, real tight stop losses on it, like 5, 10, and stop losses and target 50 cents. It's like really great. So let's see oil on the daily. Oh, look at that, guys. This big demand zone I have here is a huge area of support. I'm actually going to move it down a little bit because the contract change. Oh, stumble in. Oh, grip in. All right, we're going to move that right there. Move this right here. I know there's an easier way to do it. I don't feel like it. Let's see. So that's an area of resistance. This was an area of supply. Oh, no. I should just do it the right way because I got to change most of these zones now because crude oil had our contract roll over. So look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the wrong spot. Then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do the measurement of however far off we are. So we go down to like a 30-minute time frame. And let's see. So this was a 30-minute. Oh, so this is valid though. I already made that. And I already made that one. Okay, I'll move it the other way again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out because when the contracts roll over and you have TradingView be adjust on, it's going to adjust the chart so there's not that crazy gap when we get that rollover. If you don't have it on, then it will give you the gap, but yeah, it messes with the price levels. There is a way to move all of them. You come over here to this little rectangle looking, it says object tree and data window. You go over to object tree, and then you would click the top one, scroll all the way down to the bottom one, hold shift on your keyboard, and click the bottom one. What that does is that selects all of them for you. Then you would come over to settings, you go over to displacement, and this is price or bar. So we wouldn't add bar, we would do price. So if we were moving it up by 10 ticks, we would do plus 0.10, and that would move all of our drawings so it adjusts with the contract rollover. That way we're not in here trying to either delete all of our zones or move all of our zones. Much easier process. Alright, so back to oil. I mean, this thing, I'd love to see it rip. I'd love to see it get back above that 65 key cycle level. Let's check the 4 hour, let's check the 30. The 3 hour, 30 minute, 2 hour, all of our time frames. I want to see if there's anything up here. 3 hours, a little bit of a 3 hour supply zone right here. I say little bit, but it's pretty valid. Now I want to check this demand zone here though, because I know this one is not right. That's 1 hour. Now you see it wasn't right because we had the contract change. So I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Bring this here. Bring the trend line down. And then same with this one up here. It says 4 hours. So we're going to go to the 4 hour time frame. And see if we can find that. See how all of these are wrong now? Because they all got to move down. So at some point, I will delete those and go back and redo. So 4 hour. Right here. Right now, with this information up here, it's not that relevant to me. This is when crude oil is trading at $71 a barrel. We are not close to $71 a barrel right now. Oil's got a negative CVD right now. Low volume around 62, 64. Let's see. So now with our new zones, right, our updated zone, look at that 4 hour work to supply. I can now look at our other zones too, see if we could delete anything, because what a mess. We'll delete this, we'll delete this. Well, let's see. Delete this. Delete. The delete sandwich. Let's see, just deleting everything that's not relevant. Don't get married to zones, don't get married to levels. Yo, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Random? What's up, what's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, man. Trying to figure out what oil wants to do, but it looks like it's trying to chop its way higher. But I know that we're either going up or going down. But,
Going down.
this is a pretty wide range we have on oil from the higher time frame zones. 4 hour up here, and a daily resistance up here, and a 3 hour down here. I would look, let's see. Could delete this, no longer relevant. Broken supply zone already used as demand. This 30 minute I'd be interested in. We could delete this. There we go, that's a lot better. Yeah, we'll stick with ES and NQ today. So I'd like to see ES guys come into this 15-minute order block down here for some longs. Let's take a quick look at our equities. See what's poppin'. What is this? Delete. So we'll go to the 15-minute time frame, and we will see Meta is below its previous day low. Tesla's within its range. Nvidia's within its range. Microsoft's trying to push below its previous day low. Apple within its range, and Amazon below its range. So what we could do is we could do a quick analysis on the higher time frame of them. See if anything's near support. Right now Meta's trying to break lower, but what I would notice on Meta is every time we do try to push into this area over here, around 623, 629 to about 623, buyers stepped in on, this was Monday, they stepped in again on Friday, and they stepped in again yesterday on this Monday. So I'd be expecting if we're opening down here, I would look for buyers to step in on Meta. What else do we got? Amazon. Amazon, same situation, right? Buyer, we were in this broken supply zone before, which holds as demand. I even mentioned how this would be where I would look for a swing trade on some options on equities, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks out expiration just to play it safe with the theta. But I would maybe hold for a little bit. I'd hold it till the top of the range, right? So I'd hold it from here to about over here. $8 move on Amazon, a little swing trade, that'd be nice. Maybe 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out. I wouldn't go further than 2 or 3 weeks out because they do get more expensive the further out you go, which gives you a less return on investment. But again, it does help you in the sense that you won't feel that theta if we chop. But support. Yesterday, again, support. Today, we're opening in this area. So what I would maybe see is if Amazon could break below this previous day over here, around 21, I'll use a different trend line. We'll use this one. 201.26 So I'll look for that level to break and hold on Amazon. I'll add an alert. And, okay. Perfect. What else we got? Amazon, we'll check AMD. AMD's nice, man. I really like AMD. Around $100 a share is gold in my opinion. $100 a share, target 150 as first TP. That's a 50% ROI right there. Stop loss around maybe 80. 20% risk, 50% reward. What else we got? I don't really care about AMD though in the sense of looking for a direction of ES and NQ. I just like AMD as a stock. It's a large cap. It's a semiconductor. No, not, yeah. It's an AI. It's big. It's not going anywhere. Microsoft's sort of been chopping against this area of resistance right here, and we see this was a daily supply zone that worked as supply twice and gave us a huge move to the downside, right? About $50. Now, we did close and break above it, but now what I'd like to see, again, same situation where this was resistance. I want to see us hold above it and hold as support. So again, this is the second, or third, I should say. Now I have Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft. Yes, they're selling off a little bit at the moment. Yes, they're gapping down at market open, but a lot of them are at support. So what else do we have? Google. I don't really care, but we'll take a quick look at Google anyways because Google is rejecting this gap right here. So guys, remember, I covered gap fills a while ago. I think I actually covered them on Futures Fever. And I was saying how when it comes to gap fills, a lot of people will try to take a gap fill trade and say, oh, once we enter this gap at 168, I'm going to go long and target 173. And that's okay, but it's most likely not going to follow through. And the reason for that is because this gap resembles an imbalance. There was no time for volume and price to be traded in this gap. So once we re-enter that gap, all of these unfilled orders that weren't given the opportunity to, let's say, sell because this is a gap to the upside, they're going to start filling once we start getting into that gap. And it's going to give us a rejection, another rejection, another rejection. So Google, I would really look to see if we could get above 173. I'm going to add an alert here on Google, and I'm going to call it, let's see, message. Oh, they moved it. I was wondering where the message was down here. They moved the message to over here. Google crossing, Google bullish. Right, so that's what I would look for on Google. I want to look for Apple. There she is. Apple's another one that's sort of at a point of rejection. This blue zone was an area of support. Now we're below it. It's resistance. So I'd like to see if we could fail this sell-off here. If we could fail the sell-off here, maybe break a previous day low or both those previous day lows. Because now we have two previous day lows lined up. We have yesterday's, which is our real previous day low, Tuesday, because today's Wednesday. And then we have our Monday's daily low, which is very close to it, about 80 cents away. So if we could maybe pull back down there, find some support. Again, looking for these equities to find support to help my ES and NQ long position off of demand on them. And any other equities? I think we checked all the important ones. Oh, NVIDIA. There she is, the beautiful NVIDIA. This blue zone right here, if I drag it out to the left, support when we were above it, resistance when we were below it, and it was a daily supply zone. Now that we broke back above it again, I'm looking for it to work as a support zone, right? Was supply, now demand, looking for support in this area. And that's what we've been getting. We pushed right here. We held it as support on, this was Wednesday of last week. Support again on Thursday, support again on Friday, support again on Monday. This area is super strong on NVIDIA. It keeps failing to break lower from here. So again, now all my equities, it seems like, are at areas of support. So if we open, we start to sell off a little bit. That's what I want to see, because I want to get an entry inside demand where everybody else is going short. So let's move this back to the 5 minute. Let's put Meta back in that top left, and let's move this back up here for now. So we're pretty set on what we're looking for today, guys, ES and NQ wise. Put ES back up on here. ES does have this low volume around 925, but I wouldn't really be looking for any trades at the moment. Market's open in about 20 minutes, guys. Make sure you join me for Futures Fever today, 11:30 a.m. on Benzinga, for a chance to win a free Apex account. Me, David Green, and Peter Tuckman, and we sort of just, we talk about the markets, current market conditions, different trade setups, and while David's there, he's actually trading live. So if he sees any setups, he's calling them out while we're there, so it's pretty cool. I want to get them to give me more shows, like more midday futures recaps. How cool would that be? Let's see, VIX trying to move higher. So VIX is within a range right now. This blue area I have, it's always good to look at the VIX too. And look, every time we're in this area, price on VIX consolidates and struggles. Now, a lot of times, guys, when VIX is struggling, it usually shows strength in the market, right? When VIX is flying, it usually shows weakness. So we're going to be patient. Right now, pre-market VIX is pushing higher at the moment. So we're just not taking any trades. We're being patient. We're waiting for that demand zone. I'm going to delete this fair value gap. I'm not interested in that. And this zone right here is our order block. So this is our 30-minute order block. And I'm going to be looking for that as another possible entry long. So I have two entries I'm really looking for longs today, guys. So first off, I have the three main zones. Zone 1 is this demand zone. Zone 2 is this broken demand zone, which will now be resistance and or a target. And zone 3, which is supply, which is also a target if we get really strong momentum behind us today. That'd only be about 67 points, not unheard of on the ES. We just had a 67-point rally. This was last Monday. We opened, let's see where we opened, right here. And we rallied 75 points, 75.25 points to the high. So this was a pretty strong day. 60, 70 points is not unheard of on the ES, especially because we're in a higher time frame demand zone. Some support down here, 59.15. We'll maybe be keeping an eye on 59.15 and 5900 even, because it's a key psychological level right down over here. Some passive buyers sitting over there. So we are going to wait for market to open, because I'm more curious in how equities are going to trade once market opens. This is our volume profile. Volume profile, I'm going to turn it off on the 5 minute and keep it just on the 15. That way, if we do want to check it, it's still there, but it's not on our screen when we're on the 5 minute. 45 minute shows me the weekly volume profile. And again, that's showing me that we have low volume down here. So I'd like to see if maybe we want to even break this pre-market low right here. We'll mark that out as our PML, pre-market low. Which again, pre-market lows will work as a liquidity sweep because it's a different session's low at the moment. Let's see. Yes, moving lower pre-market. Would not look for any trades right now, guys. I definitely don't like shorting into a demand zone, that's for sure. Oh. Alright, let's see. So oil, pretty range bound. We have this area of resistance holding as support right now. Previous day high over there. We had a pretty strong spike on oil when the market opened yesterday. We can check our economic calendar, make sure we're not seeing or missing anything, which there's not. We have existing home sales on Thursday, that's tomorrow. We could turn off only high importance. We do have some oil changes, oil stock changes, stuff like that. Some stuff that might affect oil a little bit at 10:30. We could look to see, I could pull up the news too. That's the economic calendar. I could pull up the economic news and see what we might, if we have anything. Like if anything hit the ES, if anything hit the markets, if anybody tweeted anything, God forbid. Let's see. So only thing really moving right now, we have BWXT. Apple had some news this morning. Tesla, let's see. This is just about Tesla a little bit. I'm not sure why it would have ticker Apple on it. Tesla 6X, I'm sure it says something about it. I covered a video yesterday, guys, that Mag 7 was able to, every large cap big tech stock had a double beat when it came to earnings this earnings season. Now, NVIDIA reports earnings May 28th. And if it reports a strong earnings, there's a good chance we might want to stay real bullish and go towards some all-time highs. Remember, guys, we're a lot closer now to all-time highs than we were even just 2-3 weeks ago. This is just April. This is a month ago. We were 15%, 16% off those highs. Now we're only 5 or 6% off. So we got a huge difference, guys. We are definitely in a stronger market right now. We'll be looking for potential long reversals down here in demand because it is a 4-hour demand zone. I'll probably look for a 15-minute candle to help give me some confirmation. Oh boy. Guys, we got 15 minutes till market opens. Random, how was your holiday on Monday, by the way?
Yeah, we're good, man. We were down south. The kids were just in the pool for like 12 hours a day outside. And
Nice.
went to a baseball game, went to the Blue Jays. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, good stuff, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna just grab the link for Futures Fever for us.
What do you guys do for long weekends? Probably camp the same or beach or what is it?
Well, New York, not really camping. Not too many places for that. My long weekends, I don't know, man. I'm usually just resting. Usually after a long week of trying to either get some videos out or work on a project or whatever the case may be. I like to stay busy. I feel it's healthy. Once you stop moving, you know?
New York's actually, well, obviously it's big, but it's got some pretty nice rural areas.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does have good places. I'm closer to the Hamptons. That's like a 45-minute, hour and a half drive from me. If I ever want to do something real nice. Let's see, ES, gold, crude. Getting a whole lot of nothing right now. I'm looking at crude. Let's see. I don't think I updated the volume profile on it, so let's update that real quick. Guys, look, crude's been range bound, so it was giving us that D shape, so we would sell the highs, buy the lows. But let's move this over a little bit. This is our weekly, so we're going to put it on our Sunday. There we go. And look at that. That's a P shape. That's bearish in my opinion on oil. So I would look for some sells up here. Maybe if we could even get in supply again on oil. I'm going to add a couple alerts on oil for some shorts. 63.45, 63.90. I just got an alert. I think that was ES maybe. Yeah, ES crossing back into that demand zone. Yep, look at that. And now it's into that order block, too. If it wasn't pre-market, I'd probably be taking this. I might just take it with one, because it's pre-market. But I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of pre-market trades. Especially because, listen, market opens and it wants to give us a large spike down and take out a pre-market low before reversing. I don't want to get stopped out just to see it reverse in my favor. So I'm going to be patient. And guess what? If I miss this entry, or quote-unquote miss this entry, there's going to be another entry if we are trending. If we're trending, the market will give us a pullback. It'll give us that other leg. If we are failing and we're range-bound, then we don't want to be the ones trying to jump the gun and be the first in or first out. Look at that, our homie Pedro's got like a 3-hour demand zone on NASDAQ too. I think that's the same one I had marked out. Let's see, 3-hour. Remember on NQ, I had that, 3-hour down here. I had a 2-hour over there, 21,194. He's got 21,888, right? So that's like the same price level, same area. Pretty clean. Yes, pushing lower. And also, guys, I'm looking for NASDAQ to hit this demand zone down here. So, again, looking for market to open and sell off a little bit. Maybe even ES open, sell off, hit that pre-market low, and hold demand near 5,900. 5,900 is a key psychological level. Look right here, 5,905 just got very strong with aggressive buyers. 5,900 and 5,901 have been pretty strong with some buyers already. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome. Hope you guys are ready for a good trading day. I know I am. Gonna be nice and patient, see what's going on. We are currently below previous day low, so I do want to be a little patient. We could check some statistics, like edgeful type statistics. I'm not too sure on what I would be checking for today, in my opinion. You know, we could check like orb, extensions, initial balance, things like that. But I don't normally use those in my trading, so I don't want to try to force something that I don't normally use, right? We should never try to make something out of nothing, especially if it's not in our setup and not in our system. I like that ES is trying to hold these lows here, but again, it's pre-market. I'm not taking this trade. VIX is at the high of a range. Excuse me. VIX is at the high of a range. Equities are moving lower at the moment. YouTube guys, make sure you keep hitting that like button. Run it up to 10, and I'll keep the stream going till like 10 o'clock today. Don't forget, join me for Futures Fever on Benzinga, 11:30 to 12:30 for a chance to win a free Apex account. It's today's Wednesday, right? Nice. So yes, ES is in this 15-minute order block. No, I am not taking any trades right now because there is no reason to try to rush into something. We have 8 minutes till market opens. We're going to get better volume. We're going to get a clearer direction. We might get the trade setup that I'm looking for, which is going to be NASDAQ in demand and ES in demand. And I want to see those demand zones hold, right? These are major lows. If we open up the ES here and we go to like a 4-hour time frame, we see that we're creating higher low, higher low, higher low. So I would like to see if this would also like to hold us a higher low. We're looking at right now, this is the 4-hour time frame. The last 4-hour closed was pretty bearish. But let's see. But as we see, when we had this 4-hour, this was our 2 o'clock candle. This is our 2 o'clock candle. Market opens somewhere in here around 9:30, spiked up like crazy. So do we get the same type of spike up like crazy? It's going to depend on what the market wants to do. On the 3-hour time frame, it looks like a basing for a supply zone. But that would be if the 3-hour can close lower, which has 2.5 hours to go. So it's not really something I would be looking for right now. 1 hour. 1 hours are starting to wick outside of this demand, which is great. So again, looking for longs in this demand zone somewhere. Just not sure where just yet. I'd much rather wait for that market to open, give me a better idea. I like the support building up here though, that's for sure. Would only look for longs in this area. Just not taking it yet. mainly because NASDAQ hasn't hit demand. If NASDAQ was hitting demand and stuff too, then there might be a chance I take this pre-market. It hasn't. I'm not looking for it. I'm not liking it. Gold just chopping around. We can take a look at gold on Bookmap real quick. See, it took out that 33.10, had some passive sellers up there. There are fib up there too. That's not our fib. So our optimal trade entry, we just tapped it. $45-minute. We have our basing, 90-minute. Let's see, 31 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Not seeing much on gold here. Not much of continuation wise. 7 minutes till market opens, guys. Here's NVO. Let's see why I was looking at NVO. I don't know. I don't envy no. Let's see where Bitcoin's trading at. Oh, Bitcoin, is that near all-time highs again? Look at that, guys. Yo, I don't know if anybody here invests in Bitcoin, but oh my goodness. This was like the second time I called a great low on it. There was, what's crazy, right over here, I think this is like March, April, I wrote it, oh, we don't have that channel anymore. We used to have crypto and small cap channel. See if I can find it. Can't find it. It's gone forever. But I posted in there about, oh man, is it really gone? That sucks. I said how I wanted to see if at this point, let's see, where are we? At this point we were trading above 70,000, and I said I wanted to see if we could shake below 50,000, because what we would do at that point, everybody that's buying above 60, 70, they're stopping out at 50. That would be a major loss for them. What happened was we ended up getting this dip right below 50, and then we reversed and had a crazy rally. And if you took that below 50 entry, obviously 50 to 100,000, that's your 100% ROI. But that was nice. And then I saw we had our fib tool from this low to this high. And actually, why is it? Oh, it's over there because I extended it. But again, 78% held very well. This was an area of consolidation. Held as support. Really great stuff. Bitcoin, very easy daily trend to read in my opinion. Let's take a look at gold. Gold looks like it is rejecting.
What up?
Hey, what's going on?
Not a whole lot yet, but the West Coast people are waking up, so I gotta stay tuned to their doings, I guess.
Yes, finally trying to hold up in here, guys. But again, still, I'm not taking longs. Just not yet. Not yet. Not until market opens. I'm not comfortable taking anything on ES and NQ until market opens and we have real relative volume, because I don't know if we could hold this demand zone now and look like we're rallying, and then as soon as market opens, we could just flop right through. And again, I don't want to be caught in that flop or stop. I'd much rather be patient. If this trade setup that I was looking for presents itself and hits pre-market and I miss it, then so be it, because if it does present itself, start to hit, I'm looking for, this is a 35-point move on ES, I will look for a retest of demand and take the retest. There will be another entry. Do not race, do not rush it. Not want to disturb. Oh man, what's going on with it? You make sure that, okay, so you looked at the add-on, it's active. Make sure you're logging into the right credentials. It's not gonna be your apex.com credentials, it's gonna be the Tradovate credentials they give you. Oh, make sure also that you have it clicked on for demo, because it's Apex, not a live account. Sometimes that's the issue too. Keep me posted. Let me know if it works. Liberation. We need liberation. Let's see, guys. 2 minutes till market opens. Let's see. We are at the low of our volume average too, guys. So again, looking for us to trade that range. Yeah, no, let me know. I know sometimes it makes you reactivate it on TradeOvate, but you said you checked that already. Usually that's the only issue that it would have. So I guess just make sure that the passwords are right and everything. Is it giving you a reason for the error? Yeah, I just realized Pedro's screenshot. He's got some Halloween stuff down here. I'm gonna tell him it's time to switch it to Christmas. He's a little late.
Having a TradeOvate issue?
Yeah, somebody was telling me that they were having a little bit of a TradeOvate issue linking it to TradingView this morning. I was just walking him through some issues. Yeah, it says my tribute needs to be added on. So check the, yeah, definitely check the, check TradeOvate one more time. Go to that settings, add-ons, and turn TradeOvate on, TradingView integration on, because I know sometimes it will give that issue. Because what happens is sometimes once a month, it'll make you renew that. All right, guys, market opens soon. I'm gonna take at least one contract on ES. If we could push into that zone, this blue zone down here, and we find some support. I am gonna keep an eye though, 59.05. All right, guys, Apple selling off at pre-market. So is Meta. All right, 26 seconds left, guys. I hope you're excited. YouTubers, hit that like button. Let's get ready. Let's get excited. Let's get pamped up.
No need for yawning.
Yeah, right.
Groaning.
Pamp it.
It's time for groaning, not yawning.
Bro, a board trader's a successful trader. How long do I have to wait? Yo, it should usually go through right away when you turn the integration on. Alright, guys, let's see. CVD spiked higher.
21,295 scalp target. Let's go.
Tesla with the push lower. Let's see.
Come on, hit me. Like 3 ticks. Come on. Thank you.
We just got another alert. What's that alert? Amazon. Amazon on the daily. Amazon broke that low that I was looking for it to break and start to hold. So again, just because we're moving away from my zone, yes, I didn't get my entry. I'm going to wait. Oh, actually, yeah, that 15 was beautiful. I will look for an entry over here. I'd rather try to get an entry on the retest of this order block right here. Like, it gives us a quick dump. I'm going to take this long right here.
First time I've logged into my futures account since late Friday.
Damn, man. Nice. Guys, what's going on? UNH? We could take a look at UNH. I'll take a quick look at it, though, because futures markets and New York session just opened. And we want to keep an eye on ES and NQ, we get a good trade set up. UNH, good. I'm glad to see it's holding 250. That was a key psych level I was looking for, right? So held 260, it's starting to range bound. Now I'd be a bit more confident in starting to build a position on UNH now that it's sort of started to find some grounds. Because it really did have a massive sell-off that really, company-wise, I don't think it was necessary. I don't think it was really, I know that they were being investigated for fraud and stuff. But if they prove the investigation wrong, then they should be fine and should be able to make their way back towards those 500, 600 levels. So buying it at 300 would be great. But that's a buy and hold. We're not looking at options. We're looking at buying the stock.
Dog needs to go out. I'll be right back.
Oh, too many requests. Yeah, now the issue is too many requests. That you might have to wait, I think, 15 minutes for. Was it giving you a different issue before that, though? Yeah, hey, ES, do you want to come back and give me an entry? Thanks. Yo, this is that just buy and hold day, guys. I'm gonna do just that. Beautiful, beautiful. Yo, keep rallying. Give me this low volume shelf right here. Yo, good morning. What's the best option now to buy? Well, option, if you're talking about option contracts, can't really say on that. Options contracts are very volatile. You'd really need to figure that out on yourself, how much your risk is, how much the contract is worth directionally. If you're getting a call, a put, what you're trading. I really like an AMD at the moment. It's trading around like 110 a share. But other than that, options. I'd only look for options for swing trades when we have trending markets. Oh, you needed to re-add the add-on. Damn, man. Yo, listen, you can log into TradeOvate and place the trades on TradeOvate. And we haven't really missed much either. I'm not in a trade. Not much going on. Waiting for a pullback. But definitely looking for longs today, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I might just enter the trade as soon as this 5-minute closes and look for continuation. Because you guys remember the other day, not yesterday, for Monday, we opened and we just rallied and rallied and rallied and rallied. Our entry ended up being at like 10:30 when we broke a supply zone and we held it as support. So right now, where do we have a broken supply zone to hold as support? We don't. We have a demand zone up here. I could look to see if we have any. I think we have a 30-minute order block right here. So again, if we could break that with low volume, we'd use the low volume shelf as our entry. But right now, I would like to see us pull back to this demand zone. That would be ideal. Could probably swing trade some options on UNH, like the 400 strike, like 3-4 months out. But I'd maybe be a little more patient. Because options, again, you could get crushed on options and lose a huge percentage. Versus when you buy stock, you're sort of protecting yourself. Very rarely do large companies, especially something like UNH, go to zero. Does it happen? Of course it could happen. Absolutely it could happen. Is it probable, right? Is it probable is the question we should be asking ourselves 9 times out of 10. Is it probable we hold here and continue bullish? Well, VIX is moving lower, equities are moving higher. ES is in an area of support. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Let's see if we just get straight up continuation. I'm in one contract on that little pullback. Really just looking for us to continue. I like the support that Bookmap was starting to build up there. Oh, getting some resistance. Not the cleanest of moves. Let's wait and see. Weighted index is still looking bullish. I'm just going to wait. Let's take a look at our equities. All pushing higher right now except Apple and Tesla. Weighted index pushing higher. I want to see VIX start to move lower. I want to see ES find some continuation on this candle. There we go. Because now, guys, what I'm looking for is I'd like to see if we could break this 30-minute order block and come retest it for longs. That would be the next setup I'm looking for. I'm already in a long position if it holds and doesn't hit my stop loss. So I would just be able to add to my position at that point. And make this a no-lose trade. But if it stops me out right here, then it stops out for a small loss and I wait for a retest of demand. Yeah, I'd rather stop out at like 59.1720. 1975. 1975 is where my stop loss is. So if it stops me out, I'll stop out and wait for a new re-entry. But at the moment, I am still holding. Looking a little weak up here. Equities were strong. Let's see. Apple trying to hold. Nvidia, Amazon, Meta all pushing lower right now. Meta's pushing higher. Yeah, no, equities looking a little weak though. I'm going to not hold that because I'm not a fan of that. I'd much rather wait for maybe a retest of demand. We have a low volume shelf right over here, 59.16. So again, that's where I'm looking to take my trade.
Interesting notes about NVIDIA in the chat there.
Let's see. Blah 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 blah. No, I'm just. That's interesting. I'm gonna plug it into AI and have it shorten it for us.
There you go.
Let's see. I'm nervous that we hold this here and we don't get that re-entry. That's fine though. It's not a nerve thing, right? Because then we'll just look for this 30 minutes of break and hold higher.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning, Ricardo. Looking for buyers to just continue on this, guys.
380 is the next sell.
Are you long?
I'm thinking about it right off this break, depending on where this goes. Yeah, man.
Bullish bias, definitely, Ricardo. Coming out of demand for sure. 100%.
A little downtrend pre-market or overnight.
Yeah, but a downtrend pre-market overnight, if I wouldn't let that surpass a daily bullish trend for the past, like, week and a half. Downtrends in pre-market are buying opportunities, the best buying opportunities. In my opinion. 50 seconds.
I posted on a QQQ earlier in a chat in purple there. It's basically the range bar of a rounding top. I never like to short those. I always wait for them to break. But the 15...
Yeah, no shorts in this bull trend right now. No way. Not at
the
the
15
moment.
minute is right up against in a double bottom. So that's where we could really push really quickly.
NVIDIA introduced NVLink Fusion, a new interconnect that allows hyperscale data centers to integrate third-party custom chips directly into NVIDIA's GPU. Here comes the buying. Alright, let's see. Well, now we have a new fair value gap down here. And we still have that low volume around 16. 17, 16. So this is going to be
shorts
my
at
entry.
370, 375. If it goes up, then it would be trying to pop those.
Yeah, 375 is R1 on that double.
I still haven't taken long because it's under everything.
It's a spooky long, that's for sure.
Yeah, I took 2 scalp shorts and got them. So
Nice. Come on, yes, yeah, give us that pullback. I'll take this 5 minute, what's it called?
Give us the heat.
Fair value gap.
Love that pullback on SMCI yesterday, by the way.
Nice.
It's going exactly to plan. I love this pattern when it pops up because you get the trap detector and you get outside targets once it breaks the range of the consolidation.
Cool.
I'll post a picture. It just falls right to the regression line, and then we just watch for a break out of that zone and go bulls.
I got my 3 short. Just a consolidation.
Nice pullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really just nice consolidation here for like little scalps.
I'm looking for, so I wanted the 15 to continue higher. We got our new basing candle, 15-minute impulse move. Would look for continuation on this. So I was hoping this 5 minute that we're on now would pull back to this entry and start to wick back higher. We have 3 minutes left. So I'd like to see that happen in the next, 30 seconds or so. If we don't get that, we'll probably be waiting for the next setup. But right now, look at this trend we're getting. The green candle after green candle after green candle. That's what it did on Monday. Buyers are building back up again. We can look at our weighted index is bullish again, too.
And try to pop those 370s.
There we go. Bye, bye, bye.
ESVWAP 59.29. That'd be our first north side target, and then we got some fair value gaps above that.
Nice.
Love that R1, man.
I'm still waiting on 59.18 for a possible entry. I do think we push higher here. If we continue higher, we break through 59.34, 59.36. I'll look for 59.36 as an entry. I'm a little annoyed I got stopped out of these longs originally down here, but I didn't have a good entry point on it.
That was a fantastic buy up towards trying to pop those 370s. Wow.
Took a little heat on my long, but I'm still in.
Weighted index pushing higher with some strength. ES is in a little bit of an area of resistance right now, 30-minute order block. So I'd like to see us close up here on the 15 and then pull back on that next 15-minute candle. So we have a minute 28 for this 15 to close. We'll wait for that, see if we get that pullback entry. Nasdaq good strength, Meta new high a day, Tesla with a nice push there, Nvidia also strong. Only equity now that's a little weak is Microsoft. Everything else is pushing higher. Remember guys, we did our equity overview pre-market and it gave us the same thing. Gave us bullish bias on equities because they were all at the bottom of their range. Wow, man, I could have had that pre-market entry down here on longs. That's alright, that's alright. We'll readjust and we'll do better next time, right? We gotta just adapt to market conditions. Here's 59.30 on ES, major level. 30 seconds for this 5 to close. A lot of people chasing longs up here. Let's be patient. This is the top of a range right now. 12 seconds. We're getting the close where I want. Give me a dump. Give me a pullback. 59.19. Low volume shelf here. 59.16 to about 59.15. 16 to 15, which is way down here. I don't know if we get all the way down there. I look for a rapid move down. But I really don't think we're going to get it, man. Buyers are just so strong again. But I don't want to chase longs up here. We have to be patient now. We could have held those longs from at that market open on this wick lower. But that's alright.
Yeah, you'll miss some every now and once in a while.
What's that?
You miss some every once in a while.
Yeah.
All good. The market gives plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, no, of course. Market just opened 15 minutes ago. So if we could get an entry long somewhere below this 15-minute open, that would be ideal. Follow the money. You know it.
Show me the money. Nice high wave punch. Here we go. Close that gap.
Another setup I was looking for on ES was on the 15-minute on our volume profile. We had a low volume shelf between 33 and 36. I wanted to see if we could break above it with strength and retest it, which again would call for us to break through these levels and just keep trending higher.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
ES is just doing its thing, man. What is it? Quarter to 10. Quarter to 10, ladies and gentlemen. The 15-minute looks bullish. Everything's looking bullish right now. Let's see gold real quick. Gold chopping around, so why we weren't trading it. Same with oil. ES trying to make a run for it. That's crazy, man. Hitting this price level, 59.30. This is previous session low on VIX too up here, so we are at a key level of resistance on VIX and ES. So I'd much rather see a pullback from this zone. Trap all those chasing longs on this breakout and give me an entry on the pullback.
Nice little pullback.
Yeah. Who's a good little pullback? 2 minutes left in this 5 minute.
All right, ES keeps testing VWAP, but is closing below it.
I almost want to take NASDAQ long here with how strong NQ has been with the weighted index. Weighted index new high a day. Meta new high a day. NVIDIA new high a day. It's just at an area of resistance. I can't.
Jeremy, you still on?
Oh, you scared
Yeah,
him?
I'm still on.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Kevin.
Yo, what's up, Dan?
Yeah, I would wait for like 15 points below for a re-entry, but
I
completely
know.
missed everything. I was still making a video for social media when the market opened.
That's cool. Well, you make music video, like tutorial music videos and stuff, or what do you do?
My niece had a christening, and I sang in the church with acoustic guitar.
Nice. There we go, guys. Buyers just not giving up today. We see the trend. We know the trend.
Order filled. That was a nice trade, y'all.
Nice, man. Where'd you get in?
Right down there at the bottom. Well, not the bottom.
Oh, you know, I got in at the bottom. I got out at the top. You know.
Bought 21,335, sold 21,380.
I got in at 2,000 years before Christ.
Right? In the time of Caesar.
Yeah. I got in 250 years ago when NYSE first opened up.
I don't have that much gray hair.
Currently up 100 million% on my ROI. I invested 1 penny. Alright, I want to see us continue here, guys. This is crazy, man. 15 minute, I was looking for continuation. We're getting it.
Look at that on Q. There's still a gap to fill all the way to like 519.40.
Nice. I didn't even think about gap fills. Good call.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. YouTube guys, make sure you keep running that like button up. Do appreciate it. We'll keep the stream going. Don't forget, join me for Futures Fever today for a chance to win a free Apex account. We're doing a giveaway of a free Apex evaluation account. Yo, I'm definitely thinking of just grabbing longs for how strong it's been. Even weighted index, just flying away. But buying at highs, never a good idea.
There's a fib level here, so watch for a little bit of consolidation before we continue higher.
Jeremy, I bet I could argue that there's a fib level everywhere.
Yeah. Now this is that 73.6 fib of that gap.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yo, buyers are just like, ready? We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're in a bad area for anything because it could just pump up to that 395 that I've been watching here.
Yeah.
See ya. Just about now.
Weighted index pushing higher, equities bullish, NVIDIA pulling back a little bit. This is wild, man. Nice bull trend today.
Just don't be that guy who enters now for the first time.
Right. SMCI about to hit the day trade scalp target.
Wow.
The pullback will be as wild as the push.
Oh. NVIDIA just...
I know. Hopefully we get a pullback. We might get what we got the other day, where we just keep breaking and breaking. 15 minute, 30 minute. I want to see if there are any supply zones up here for us to break and hold. There's this one on NASDAQ. And low volume shelves too. Yup. There we go. NASDAQ has one right here.
If it keeps going, I got nothing to 450.
Yeah.
to the day.
Same. I have, damn man, I don't have till like 487. But can't
Oh, wow.
chase
That's
it.
the kind of move
Good for you.
I'm waiting for. this is the move I'm dreaming about, and I'm literally frozen to the spot.
That happens, and that's something to be very cautious of.
Yeah, VIX Q level, ES and Q both at areas of resistance right now, so we're not really trying to chase these longs up here. We're waiting on the pullbacks. 15-minute closes in 7 minutes.
Some call it analysis paralysis, and it can happen while you're in a position as well, and that gets really spooky. So sometimes you just got to be like, I don't trust my instincts here. Bop out, take profit. You can always come back again.
59.30, I'm thinking.
You don't have to force a trade longer than you are comfortable, and you can always get back in again later. Bitcoin just about
Very true, very true. It's,
Champagne, living my life. Let's see. Here's a.
I've been there. Like, I'll be long in a position, and I'll get that feeling where I just feel paralyzed. I feel frozen in it, and I will instinctively just hit the eject button right then and there because I know it's not a good sign.
I'm paralyzed on the sidelines at the genius of Jeremy.
I'm no genius. I just study a lot.
Look at this, 59.30 just retested on ES. I tried to get filled on it, it moved too quick. So I'm waiting again. Some resistance up here around 59.33.35 on ES. Same with NQ21 at 405. 405 is my level. The next level I have is like, what is this? 490. And he's, random, he said you got 450.
Only if it keeps going up, yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Got you.
I'm over here and getting wrecked compared to,
Oh.
yeah, it's
Oh
not
yeah,
good.
it ain't it just yet. It's alright, we're waiting.
Getting wrecked this week. Check out those stats. It's not good.
Oh man, what are you doing?
Hey,
Bro, 0 losses? Step it up.
man, those are rookie numbers.
Yeah. Come on, man. I want to see at least 10 losses with that same amount of profit.
Okay.
Right?
Come on now, work harder, not smarter.
It's hard doing 13 trades with no losses.
Dude, that's crazy. WRD earnings looks undervalued, would be great opportunity for safe automated driving, potential catalyst, Google, Waymo, Tesla, Robotaxi, and also Amazon is taking a dive into autonomous driving too.
No, it's 13 wins in a row is easy. What's hard to deal with is the shock that it gives you. And you get into like the 12, 13 straight wins, and you're like, you almost don't
you lose. You lose. Like for instance, if I win 2 or 3 days in a row, I'll have a stop out day where I take like a $500 to $1,000 day loss to kind of equalize those, or a bit. You know what I mean? So, or you have 2 in a row. Like that's the one thing I've been working on holds. Yeah, on my other account, on my scalp account, no. Like I'm pretty regimented there.
Charlie Mike with the flex too, let's see.
heck yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Good stuff, man. Love
I
it.
fell for that. I fell for that problem as well. I've got a guy helping me say he calls it the boom bust cycle from trading in the zone. So you kind of like self-sabotage, and it's kind of how I've run my business all my life. You know, I get my students, they start to wear thin, and like I'll panic, and then I'll advertise, and then I'll get back up to full capacity, and then I'll slack off, and then it's the same kind of thing. So I've really got to watch that and be happy with small daily targets.
That's how Charlie Mike becomes Oscar Mike.
What's that, sorry?
On maneuvers. You rolling.
Jeremy's just being a fun guy.
Good job.
I can't hear the jokes because my laptop is
Joke
sounds
proof?
sounds like a gale. I think.
Oh. Oh.
Taking off. It's hovering on your desk.
Yo, I like NASDAQ 21,350.
Oscar Mike is for on maneuvers.
Yeah, there's vicious buying up there that they could take out from retail.
Oscar Mike, I'll try.
Is that what you're saying? Like all that buying up that they were doing all the way down as low. Yeah, 335. They're just buying the heck out of the thing.
Yeah, I have 340 to 354. It's my my entry long on NAS because we have low volume shelf down there too. Weighted index is pulling back. Let's see. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are all doing good. YouTube, make sure you keep that like button going. Let me know if you guys have taken any trades yet today. We have been in a nice bull market, so right now we're looking for a nice pullback. Yes, sir. We got a minute left for the 15 to close. I do want it to close a little bullish. If it does pull back, that won't be the end-all to be-all. I wanted us to hold up here and not hit this imbalance until the next 15. We have 50 seconds left for that. So let's hope that we sort of base around here. Maybe break low a little bit and push back up, but we will see. Some sellers, let's get it.
Do we have any data in 30 seconds?
Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna. What's that?
That's how prepared I am this morning. Thank you.
All right, NASDAQ. 17 seconds left. Let's get a little oomph right here, and then close. Apple rejecting, Meta pulling back, Tesla range bound, bottom of its range right now. Nvidia is pulling back, and Amazon's trying to move lower at the moment. Okay, that's what I wanted to see a little bit of. Now let's get that push lower. I'll take my longs at 54, and we'll see where we're at. Can you get my friends? 50, maybe around 50 I'll look to enter. This could almost be a rejection, though, back lower, but I like the momentum we had today. Because looking at the 15-minute time frame could be basing for a sell-off, but right now we've been chopping our way up.
I just printed wave 3 in a wedge and breakout targets 21,420, but it's looking like it might fake and pull liquidity back to
Here we go.
21,365 first.
Here we go. Come on, NASDAQ. Low volume shelf right here, area of resistance. Now I want to see it flip as support. Give me that push towards 50. I'm going to take NAS long.
There's that liquidity grab.
Go, baby, go. Go,
There's
baby,
so
go.
much, it's as low as 350 like you're saying. I see what you're saying. And then there's a bit more down lower. Doesn't have to take those. That was the initial push up.
I got a passive buyer sitting at 55 right here on Bookmap too.
Yeah, that makes sense because it was the second buy up, which would have been, I mean, I guess it's hard to say, but I guess it would be retail. But the first one was probably just institution pushing it past, right?
Yep.
Because if it holds in this general area of buy up, then we don't have really anything in the way until the 435, 450.
Yeah. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, what did I say? There we go.
Alrighty then.
435 hit, buddy.
That was wild.
Oh, I grabbed that liquidity right off the bottom there.
Oh my god, did you see that tap?
Yeah,
435, bang.
I did the same
That's
thing. I
crazy.
was staying though.
I set my limit orders.
Oh, you
and
didn't?
that
I didn't
little-
take it. I was with
Yeah,
Jeremy,
right.
and I was waiting for that that 355 juicy little area, and yeah.
Me too, bro. Me too. I'm still waiting
I
on it.
missed it with you. I was like, I had that too, and then you had it, so.
Yep. No, I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I had that 360, but then I just took a little 5-pointer and then it like pumped right after that. And I don't know. That's why I kicked myself. Like, man, dang, I wish I would have stayed in.
Dude, that's wild. Yo, you wish you stayed in, man. I tried longs over here at 59.21 this morning. I stopped out for like a 2-point because I wanted to wait.
Did you do anything or just whatever?
ES had a volume note up at 59.45 and it went right to it.
No news. Let's see if actually I'll check if there's any news. No news.
It was Apple, so it's gonna 1 for 1.
It's just features today again. I think we got a, what was it, a 10:30 and a 12:15.
Well, that
I got nothing up here. Like what I'm trying to say is I don't want it to get below 341 because that'd be ugly off that rejection there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, man, look at equities right now after that big pop. Microsoft, huge rejection, pushing lower now. Apple, huge rejection, pushing lower. Amazon, pushing lower. Nvidia, pushing lower. No equities are holding this push right now. So I would be crazy hesitant on trying to chase this long. I'm still waiting for 54. We're waiting on it.
If it gets down to 54, I'm gonna wimp out and not take it personally. I'm just because I don't want it. It's so close to 341. Then
Yo,
it can get ugly.
don't make me send it, man. The notorious random GIF, whatever it's called.
Yeah, send it.
Don't be where is it? All right, close enough. You have to send it. I don't have it saved for clear reasons. Do I have it? Do I? No. Oh, this one's funny. Stop being such a... Whoa, hey, yo. Nice. Nice, man. Oh, no, thank you.
There's some good ones. Hold on, I'll show you. Like this represents nothing, but I found this one. This one's funny. One second.
I like that we're holding point of control right here on NASDAQ. Which one? Oh, that's funny.
It's like knocks the candle. It represents nothing right now, but it's just so funny. It's
Yeah.
like, bye.
Hey, that could represent this pump if we fail.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yo, if the market doesn't give me my entry, I'm gonna do absolutely nothing about it.
This is the bull one. Just spanking the bears. One second.
Give me that too.
all right, y'all. I gotta bail, but I'll see you later on today. I'm gonna try and come hang out with Stig a little bit later.
Alrighty, later, J man.
Dude, check that out.
Is it Sig or is it Creed in the afternoon? I think it's
Suplexing those bears.
Nice.
It's so funny.
Not
All
sure.
right, guys.
Damn, man, we might continue today with no entries. And guess what? We won't know until the day's over. Because it's only 10:05 right now. It could give us an entry. It's 20
I got no trades after that. I already did my live account and my Apex for the day, so.
Nice. Good stuff, man. Just how we do. 30-minute, 45.91 hour.
We're buying those tops, which isn't necessarily bearish, like, if they want to continue.
Right.
Right?
Damn, man. That's crazy. How close were we to our entry before we had that spike? It hit
It's the worst.
62.
I was waiting with you, man. I was like, oh, there's all this feverish buying. Maybe it goes and stops out retail and pumps to that 435, 450 area. Nah, I just went there.
Yo, but you know what? Now, if people are chasing this long and they're putting their stop loss at this low, well, that's perfect.
Oh,
now,
that's right.
Now we're going to be long in their stops. Here we go. I'll try to keep... Or it's just going to pull back right here and then it'll continue again. Listen, man, this is now a stop hunt right here. SH stop hunt.
Yeah, they built up so much liquidity down here. It's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Like full on step liquidity.
Yeah, equities, man, they're picking up again. Tesla new high a day. Apple close to new high a day, so Apple did end up holding that move. Meta trying to hold previous day high as a key level. Microsoft held that previous day low. Only thing that's really pulling back right now is Nvidia, and it's pulling back pretty strong. Look at that. Tesla new high a day. Apple almost a new high a day. Obviously, we aren't looking for shorts right now. We're only really looking for longs. We did want to pull back for a long entry, but might not happen. It is 10:08. We have some time. We can check the 15-minute, the 30-minute, or other time frames. 90, 45, 2 zigzags. Baby, it's all we need.
It is all longs here from 400 to 435, 440. It's all longs.
Yep, nice.
But keeping me a bit out. Not that it goes down from that, but I'd rather just see if they win or not. Because if they don't, then it's just a trap.
Yeah.
So I'd rather stay out.
Yeah. Yep. Apple new high a day. Tesla rejecting its new high a day. Nvidia still pushing near, holding VWAP though. Damn, man. If only we could get that 50 entry. I don't think it's gonna happen. Anything on ES? ES didn't give us that entry either. That's fine, guys. That's fine. Listen, we saw a crazy impulsive move at 10 o'clock, like a minute into 10 o'clock, so it wasn't even news-oriented. It could happen again. We don't know. We do not know. We can check our volume profile right now, see if we do have anything. And nope. And nope. Just a low volume shelf where I wanted my long entry. On NASDAQ, at least. Therefore, I'm still waiting until we get some other new area to enter on. Let's see. 390, 370. Yeah, I know. I wish we could break below that, like, near that 370. That's what I'd like to look for, too, on NQ. Price action-wise, it's not looking like it wants to give us that strong of a pullback right now. Stop loss hunt-wise, it might. It looks like it should want to. And remember, once people hit that sell button, markets will fall a lot faster than they'll rise. Here we go. Just keep buy every dip we see, guys. Just all of the dips. No. See this dip? Buy it. See this next dip? Buy it. We just sell off to the, like, open price. Now we're waiting. I'm still looking for 56. This is a nice pullback, guys. Beautiful is what I'm looking for. Amazing. Amazing. Come on now. Come on now. Oh my god, it's so close, man. It's hitting this area of support down here, though. 83. Come on, break it. Break it. Come on now. This is beautiful. Give us that pullback. Give us an entry. Oh my goodness. Random, what are you thinking, man? You better be full porting.
So it's stepping down. This is the scary type of stepping down that I don't like. Into like previous liquidity, because if it breaks, then it breaks hard, right?
Yup.
To the downside, but also we've got step up liquidity, so yeah.
I almost like this 83 holding, because this is where that previous 5-minute broke.
It could be manipulation before the data coming out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what's going on tomorrow?
I think it's existing home sales or new home sales. Existing home sales, 10 o'clock.
Service PMI.
PMI for tomorrow? Thursday.
And job response.
Chicago Fed consumer continue. Oh, initial jobless claims. Initial jobless claims tomorrow. Got you. Flash PMI. I think there's regular PMI that's not flash PMI. That's usually the one that gives us an impact. But initial jobless claims will usually give us something too. That's at 8:30.
I heard a rumor saying that the Fed won't cut this year. Is that true? Or... Did anyone else hear?
What happened?
There's a rumor saying that the Fed won't cut this year.
I don't know. I mean, it's not, with the home prices, like, I think America is definitely trying to figure out this home price crisis. If they cut rates, it could create, too much contracts on the market for homes and then another frenzy, right?
No.
That's what happened in Canada. We keep cutting and our prices are skyrocketing.
Oh, wow. So cutting isn't the
Yeah.
answer.
Well, I don't know. Like, I want cutting for the young people, but I see what happens here. Like, you can use you can use other
Right.
countries' demographics. And Canada did a piss poor job of trying. But if this is what they're doing, trying to help the youth and people getting in the market, they're doing a bad job.
They're not doing it right. Let's see. So
Yeah,
this
it's the
80
same,
level.
Same here in the UK. I don't want to get political, but
This 80
it's,
level is trying to hold on NQ.
Kevin's coming up to his entry here.
We're getting close, man. I was thinking of hitting that 80 as entry when we started to come off of it. But that wasn't in the
that.
plan.
That would have been a nice scalp.
Yeah. Nice breaker block at 21386 on the NQ.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
this could be the last leg of that Elliott, right?
Let's see. Weighted index starting to push higher. It's like I want to try a light long, but guys, it's just buying highs is a real tough spot to be in. We don't want to be trying to chase that, especially because it was right near our entry. So let's wait and see if it does want to give us our entry, right? Markets pay those who are patient. So let's be patient.
20 points lower would be 50% retracement of the move since open.
Nice.
I'm really just watching that 350, 340 with Kev because that's where I think they pushed the market up. We don't know who, but it definitely wasn't retail because they got on the second one and got pushed out. So just watching there.
I don't like the 15 just closed real bearish, though. Huge rejection on the 15 on ES and NQ. So buyers might be running out of steam here. Clearly. Equity's a little weak. Apple near a new high a day, though. Apple's the only one holding bullish. Tesla sold off. Nvidia's trying to push lower. It is below VWAP. This actually might be a sell position right here. I don't know, man. We're gonna wait. We'll wait. We'll wait for a reaction off the zones. Never a reason to take a trade that's not in your setup.
100%. And there's just consolidation here. Step up consolidation.
Right.
From the open all the way up until the halfway through the trading time, right? So
Yep.
I'm not in the trade, but I'm happy for my pension.
yeah, but unless you're really old, who cares, right? Unless you're in your 65, 70, like if you're young, it's even if it goes down, it's just buying opportunities, right, for your retirement.
Yeah. 30-minute closes in 15 minutes. 15 already closed. Let's see. Apple and Microsoft rejecting. So is Tesla. Nvidia's trying to hold 133. Guys, don't forget, Futures Fever today, 11:30 a.m. on Benzinga for a chance to win a free Apex evaluation account. Come on now, yeah, let's find that selling. Let's trap them buyers trying to buy that rip. Let's see, equities are looking weak, guys. We might get a strong pullback here. Let's take advantage of that. Yeah. There we go, guys. There we go. Give us a break of that previous 5-minute low. Let's go head towards that long entry. Equities are looking weak. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oops. I want to see a push lower here. I want to see these buyers fail for the moment, but they keep stepping in with some strength, so we're going to be a little careful. We haven't gotten our long entry. Markets are going to make us wait today, that's for sure. But every time buyers try to step in at this point, they end up failing.
Kind of a Lord of the Rings shape at the top there.
Lord of the charts. Here we go. Give us a dump right here.
The only thing I don't like is the last time when it was going up, the mom and pops, they stood on the sidelines. Now they're saying the highest buy up of stocks in history of the market by far was Monday.
Right.
Of mom and pop. And it's the only thing I don't like about what's going on is they stay on the sidelines in disbelief, missed a 2x, 3x, 4x, whatever on the market the first time. Now they're buying at near all-time highs at record levels.
Right. They're going to get crushed again.
Yeah, maybe nothing happens, you know? Maybe there's unicorns in the world. I don't know.
Hey, Moon, you got a right shoulder for him there, yeah?
Yo, Ozzy, make sure when you're logged into TradeOvate, you're logged into your Apex TradeOvate login. Because the TradingView... No, it does say active. No, you're fine, man. I'm sorry you're getting all these technical issues. Very frustrating, man, when basic things that should work don't.
Make sure you click on the add-on TradingView.
Yeah. Wow, we're getting some real chop right here, guys. No longs, no shorts right now.
Yeah, this is a fierce consolidation. Fierce.
No.
And that buy up was nuts.
Yeah, that was out of
like
nowhere.
On range. Range is what I watch, and that consolidation candle was like 10 minutes. And then they just bought it up. There, right? I'm sorry? What?
There was a huge gap between the two candles that are on that buyout.
Yeah, it was crazy, yeah. So it's definitely like I'm watching like the buying on market. There's like 600 longs right here, and they bought the entire top. That doesn't mean it's bearish, right? Like if they're buying what we think is a top, it could just push right through everything. Just one of those levels where it's and that buy up candle. That's them pushing out a lot of shorts.
Here we go.
Are you long, Kev?
Nothing right now. It's just been so choppy. I was waiting for 55 for an entry, but we've been consolidating in this zone right now. So I'm really just waiting. I'd like to see us break higher and get some type of imbalance for an entry, but like, it's just so choppy.
Oh.
It looks like it's popping up now.
Yeah, it's trying, but the last few times we tried popping up since 10 o'clock candle, the pops got sold off.
Yeah.
So just be a little patient on this. That might be our support. Let's see, weighted index. Equities are trying to push higher except for Apple right now. Trying to hold that 400 level on NQ. See if we come back down into it. 400.
400 is the most long.
Suicide scalp. Moonshift doing suicide scalp right now. Short.
You're oh, okay, cool. Well, the most longs are at 400, so 405, sorry.
Listen, with the rejections up here, maybe, right? We've been very range bound. Up here at the moment is the high of the range. So it's a bit of a more of a 50-50 trade at this point, right? Not so much of a definite directional. Let's see.
That wick is telling me it's going short, so I kind of agree with that, but
Yeah.
you're right. It's that area of interest there.
Are you on 40 range or what are you on?
I'm on 80.
Yeah, me too. The buy-up candle was nuts on there. I was like all retail, just buying the crap out of that. 400, 405, yeah. If they get under it, it'll be ugly.
Let's see, guys. Let's see. I want to see if that 400 psych level could hold, but it's dancing on it. It's keep breaking below 400. I'd be patient, guys. Equities are so choppy right now. Market really hasn't given us a good opportunity today. Gold chopping around, oil chopping around, really nothing, guys. Just being patient. Possible shorts, possible, let's see.
Yeah, I just caught 10 points somehow.
Nice.
Nice scalp.
Yeah,
Good job, man.
Good selling pressure
Good
here.
for you.
Yeah, listen, buyers are definitely failing at this point. There's no doubt, but we've had good strength today, so it's definitely at that standstill. So I'm no trade zone, especially because weighted index is struggling to push higher too. So that is definitely a bearish sign. VIX is sideways, which is a tough signal. That means markets don't really have a clear direction. So I'd maybe if I was shorts, I would be looking for scalps on the short side. Apple selling off pretty strong. Microsoft selling off pretty strong. Tesla's about to flip red on this candle too.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, what's Bitcoin at?
Oh, is Bitcoin an all-time high?
107.
Nice.
Let's trade some Bitcoin. No, I'm just kidding. No, not yet. Not at an all-time high yet.
The thing to watch is, if you're going short, is the Nvidia. If it's dropping into the 30s or the 40s.
Yep.
0.4.
Yep, this might be a pullback here. Let's see. Will it finally give us our entry? There we go. There's some sellers. Weighted index looking nice and bearish too. Looks good, guys. Looks good. Here we go. There we go. We're going to get our entry longs.
Yeah, the trend is your friend, so we've got
We'll
to pull
see.
another couple.
We'll see. Definitely, I'm definitely leaning more with the bears with you, but it's definitely been a tough point right up until now.
No, I'm waiting for the pullback too, but not getting it.
I've been waiting.
Bro, I've been waiting
glad
since
someone else is in the
8:30. Wow, look at that, guys. Sellers keep failing to hold us lower. Every time a seller steps in, a buyer brings it right back up.
That's the second time that's happened now, that Pearson pattern.
Second time for you. It's been happening all morning today.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, 5-minute open, 5-minute wick down, pushed higher. Next 5-minute open, wick down, pushed higher. Just staying on that bit of a trend today. I was really hoping to see though the entry point, that 56 area on Nasdaq. Yo, Ozzy, you got it going? Let's go. YouTube guys, make sure you hit that like button if you learned something. Choppy markets are still markets we could learn in. All markets are. All markets, every day we show up, it's more education, more experience. Yo, Exhausted Trader, man. Cool chart, cool chart. I like it. What is that? Moto Wave? Optimus Flow, that's it. That's cool, man. Does it come with Optimus Prime? I know, I'm really funny. What can I say? Alright, waiting for a pullback to this entry long on NQ. I'm not taking any shorts going into it. I was thinking of taking some shorts with the selling pressure, but seeing that every time sellers step in, buyers pull us back, I'd much rather wait for my long entry. Whether it's ES or NQ. Or both.
I tried to set up that weighted index, Kevin, but you have to have premium TradingView to do custom codes.
Really?
Yeah, it's really tight with them.
Aw, man. That's ridiculous. Even if you just do like Microsoft plus Apple and just do like maybe 2 of them? No numbers?
Yeah, anything that's not already there, they charge for.
Of course.
But I found an ETF called MAGS.
Yeah, MAGS, M-A-G-S. Yup, that's the MAG 7 index. It moves a little different. Let's see. It doesn't move as smooth, but it's still okay. It's a good option. Look at this again, another dip to that like 21,380, and it pulled back again. My mouse just disconnected. Yo, imagine your mouse disconnecting a trade.
No, I don't want to.
Guys, I'm in a long hold up. I didn't set my stop loss. Why isn't my mouse working? No. Still waiting, guys. Market's really testing our patience today. That 15-minute gave us our basing and rejection on ES. Not so much on the NASDAQ. 30-minute did give us a basing, though, rejection.
It's been consolidating since 10 o'clock, man.
Yeah, man.
That was a right shoulder from heaven, but missed it.
We're in consolidation nation right now. I'm gonna add an alert here on NQ. ES2. ES entry point was like 59.17 I wanted, so we're not crazy far from it. 10 points away on NQ, 15 points maybe. I'm sorry, ES. NQ we're about 20, 30 points away. 40 points away. Oil selling off. Pretty strong on that oil sell-off. Here's some resistance on NASDAQ. See if we want to range back down again. $3:30 left in this 5-minute. No trades right now. Look how choppy we've been. This is barcoding price action. Looks like a barcode. Apple trying to push higher. Amazon new high a day. We have some. So again, equities are also wishy-washy, right? They're 50-50. There's not a clear sign or clear direction on equities.
It's like a Canva QR code.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Does anyone
QR.
else use Canva? You know, you put a QR code on a poster. That was my little project the other day.
That's cool. Alright guys, let's see. Getting some rejection there on ES. NQ, same thing. But every time sellers tried step in, buyers brought it back. But we've been range bound. This would sort of be that middle of the range right now. Some selling pressure. I want to see us go hit 56. ES selling off. Come on, NASDAQ. Let's follow. Beautiful. There we go. Nice. Give us another leg. I want to go see that entry. Waiting for my long entry. It's chopping so bad right now, guys. Yeah, it makes me think maybe we're gonna chop for another half hour, and as soon as we all close it out, call it a day, markets will rally.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yo, guys, let's all pretend we're leaving and trick the market, right? Oh, okay, bye, guys. See you later.
Turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off. Turn the
I
camera
thought our
off.
fake Apex accounts controlled the markets.
You mean my 20 paper Apex accounts aren't moving markets?
Hey guys, I got a good idea. Everybody on Apex right now, long it.
Oh my god, that'd be really funny, man. Hundreds of thousands of orders not hitting the books. There we go. Yo, call me crazy, but I'm still taking that long down there. Making me wait this long, it better work out. ES is getting near its entry point too that I had. Check 15 minute on ES. Low volume shelf down there. Okay. Thinking maybe ES over NQ, but let's take a look. We'll see, man. This is gonna be.
I don't personally care where it goes, but wherever it's gonna go, it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
I don't care at this point. Like,
Yeah,
geez,
right.
just go somewhere.
Just go.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, literally, just somewhere, anywhere. Just go somewhere, please. Do something, damn it. Yo, optimal trade entry lining up in that imbalance too. Definitely taking that long on ES. It was just leaning more bearish on ES with this 15-minute wick, 15-minute basing at this high, rejection on this one, and then continuation on this one. But we didn't really have an impulse move away from it. We've just been chopping. So keep on chopping, I guess.
Oh my god, so it just like goes down, and it's like, okay, I'm ready to do something. It's like, nope.
It's like, psych. Psych, that's the wrong number. Where's, let's see. Are you in one on ES long? No, I'm not in anything right now. ES entry is 59. I wanted to try to get near 59.17.
I don't want to get into predicting, but there's a trend line connecting 3 wicks at the top of
What time frame?
1 minute.
Ah, boo. No, I'm just kidding. 1 minute. On ES and Q?
Thank you.
What are you looking at, boss?
Jesus, non-stop. I'm gonna log off. I should have logged off 5 minutes ago because this is doing nothing. So I'm gonna log off, and as soon as I do that, you guys pick what direction it's gonna go. There, don't worry.
I've made enough of the Daily Show.
I'm logging off. The second I log off, wherever you think it's going, it's gonna go.
Yeah, right?
3, 2, 1, bye. Bye.
Bye. Peace out, bro. Alright, guys, you ready for a long entry now? It was nice of random to self-sacrifice. Yo, it's really gonna push lower now. I want that entry, guys. I'm still waiting on longs. Daily time frame wise, let's see. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Come on now. I don't know if I want NASDAQ long or ES long. We'll have to see which one we get to first and how we react. I feel like I kicked myself if I didn't take NASDAQ.
Wait for 360.
I'm waiting for, yeah, I want to see 362 get swept because that's the pivot we had before we had that crazy spike higher. So I want to see that get, so right now I see that spike higher as almost like I would trade news, right? So when we get that move, it gives us our range. So I want to see a manipulation to the downside, hold, get back within the range, and take that targeting the upside. Excuse me. But right now we're very range bound within it. There are no trades right here.
Sometimes you've got to wait for 75 minutes.
We're gonna have to wait like 3 business days for this entry.
I had that entry on pre-market, but I stopped out at break even with something a little bit
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
But then I didn't enter anymore.
Okay,
Here
good.
comes, trend, here comes the trend line, ready for a short.
Yep. Let's see. And we're at VWAP on ES too, so it's an area of resistance.
I'm out, guys. Good luck in the market. Take care.
Yo, good luck, Ricardo. Be good, man. Take care.
Later.
Cheerio.
Yeah, I'm gonna jet too. I've been done almost. So Kevin, thanks. See ya.
Yo, absolutely, man. Later. Have a good one. No.
That's what I need. He's gonna have to do 2,000 at some point.
No. Alright guys, we're back to this area of resistance on ES I had from this morning's 30-minute order block. We failed to break above it with strength.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. I didn't, from up here, just so you know.
But I'm thinking this buy fails too and we range back lower again.
Yeah, and you ate like a lot. But you didn't eat all of it because it's filling? Yeah. Okay. But not because you don't like it? No, I love it. Okay.
Gold range bound. Oil was sold off on this candle and then stayed range bound after that. Really not much going on in the markets right here, guys. Choppy bull moves, that's all we're getting right here.
Yeah, next time no ketchup, please. Okay.
Maybe. Yo, if we get a good trade set up. Excuse me. I'll tell you what, guys, because I will be on Futures Fever today, 11:30. I'm gonna be. My charts will be up. If I see a good trade set up, I will take it, and we'll take it live right there on Futures Fever. So from 11:30 to 12:30, I will be on there. We will be maybe taking some trades. Good stuff. For right now, though, it is 10:40. Markets are still choppy. If it's gonna chop for another 20 minutes, I'd rather not be sitting here waiting. Right? Because also what happens, guys, and same with you guys, if you guys sit here and wait for the market and keep waiting and waiting, what happens is you might start feeling that emotional FOMO, that antsiness that I need to get in a trade, it needs to go somewhere by now, and that's going to lead to losses that you shouldn't be taking. So, calling it a day here. You guys have a fantastic day. YouTube, make sure you hit that like button a couple more times. And, yeah, I will see you guys 11:30 on Benzinga for future.